The real reason why you still feel empty even though you're supposedly winning on paper, and how physical and mental mastery will save your life. Because the truth is simple. Most high performing men look like they're winning on paper, but inside you feel hollow, disconnected, and like you're running on fumes. And I know you know exactly what I mean, because you wouldn't be watching this if some part of you did not resonate with that or the video title, because the algorithm blessed you with this video today, because you know that some level of success came, you got some level of status and your money started going up, but the peace and fulfillment never come with it. And in this video today, I'm going to break down the real reason why, and I'll show you the simplest, most powerful path out of that internal war. It's a path that I teach every private client I work with, a path I live by myself, a path that's inside the Become Unfuckwithable blueprint. And if something's hitting home already, comment or DM me blueprint, or click the links in the description of this video and get a free copy of the Become Unfuckwithable blueprint. So let's get stuck into the video and really start making some changes, because here's the internal war that you'll never admit out loud, because here's the truth that you've never told anybody. You are tired, but not physically. You can push weights, work harder, work later, and grind harder than everybody else that you know. But mentally, you're not winning, because you've got this emotional heaviness in the morning when you wake up. Before you even brush your teeth, you feel that pressure behind your eyes and in your mind, and that tightness in your chest. Before you've even opened your first email or scrolled Instagram, you feel disconnected from the man that you could be. And every high performer I work with has this same pattern. Their life is loud, but their soul is quiet. Their business is strong, but their self-identity is weak, because they're performing for everybody else and then collapse when they're alone. Why? Why is this happening, you might ask? Why do men with more opportunities than they've ever had before feel more miserable than when they were the man who had nothing? Because you built success without building the man. You built income without that identity, and you built performance without peace. You might have built a powerful brand, but you've left yourself and your happiness behind. This is exactly why the Become Unfuckwithable blueprint even has to exist in the first place. Because no man can outrun his own internal chaos. And a man who cannot self-regulate is a danger to himself and everybody else. Because a man who lives in his head is always one step away from sabotaging his entire life. And you know it, I know it, and the men who come work with me within my private work know it as well. Because physical mastery is the first pillar. I don't care how much money you make. If your body is weak, your decisions are weak. If your body's soft, your testosterone's low and you feel like shit, then your discipline is soft. And if your body's neglected, your life in every area will start to mirror that neglect. Because physical mastery isn't about vanity. It's about your self-identity. It's about showing yourself every single day that you are worth taking care of. When you wake up and train, you're sending one message to your subconscious, and that is that I respect myself, I protect myself, and I'm building the man that I want to be. Because high-performing men are emotional creatures, even if they pretend not to be. Because your physical state influences your emotional state more than anything else. Your posture, your breath, your cardiovascular health, your muscle tone, your hormone profiles, your testosterone levels, and your daily routine. These are the foundations of grounded masculinity. And without physical mastery, your life will always feel fragile. You'll always break under pressure. You'll always feel reactive instead of being calm. And some of you right now watching this know the truth already, that you've built a reputation with your colleagues and with your work partners. You might have built a decent business and built a name, but you've not built a body that you can be proud of, and you hope that nobody notices you, but I promise you they do. If you walk into a room and men don't respect you and women don't want to know who you are, then you're doing it wrong, because your colleagues notice and your partner notices, and more importantly, you notice. That's why inside my Power Hour breakthrough calls, we rebuild your man up from the ground up. Physical mastery is non-negotiable, because without it, you cannot lead a family or a team or a vision or yourself. Most importantly, yourself. And next is mental mastery. And that's the most underrated skill of modern men. Because mental mastery is not just mindset. Mindset is the motivational quote that's on your fridge. Mental mastery is the unconscious programming that you operate from every single minute of the day. And high performers do not fail because they're not talented or hardworking. They fail because their subconscious is still wired for chaos. And if you grew up around stress, then you'll recreate stress. If you were rewarded for overworking, You overwork until you collapse or burn out. And if love was always conditional, you become addicted to external validation. And if you never learned how to love yourself, you'll chase achievement so other people tell you that you are good enough. Your brain has been running on the same code for the last 10, 20, 30 years. And hard work cannot fix the faulty code. Discipline cannot override self-sabotage if self-sabotage is your identity. This is why I teach subconscious programming inside the Become Unf blueprint. Daily repetitions, rewiring, and identity recalibration, because mental mastery is not a quick fix. It's a daily ritual. And when you rewire your internal operating system, everything you do begins to shift. You stop taking things so personally. You stop chasing validation, and you stop fearing judgment. And you stop procrastinating. You actually want to take action. So you're not self-sabotaging yourself, because mental mastery makes you calm in chaos, focused under pressure, and grounded in uncertainty, and dangerous in the best way possible. Calm, deadly, dangerous. But here's the secret that changes everything. You only feel miserable because you're out of alignment. Because every man has two versions inside him. The man that he is now, and the man that he knows that he could be, should be, will be. And if the gap between those two is too wide, you'll feel miserable even if you are successful on paper. Because alignment is when your life matches your standards, your actions match your values, and your behavior matches the man that you say you are. Most high performers do not have a money problem, an energy problem, or even a productivity problem, or a confidence problem. They've got a problem with alignment. Their day does not match their identity. Their habits don't match their goals. Your habits don't match your goals. Your lifestyle doesn't match your values. And your behavior does not match who you want to be. This is why men crumble in silence while the world applauds them and pats them on the back. But inside they feel empty and meaningless. But alignment is the cure for that. And this is the foundation inside the Become Unf blueprint. Physical and mental mastery and momentum, purpose, accountability, and consistency. Because when you align all of these, you become unfuckwithable, because nothing outside of you can take away from who you are, who you know you are, inside here, where it matters the most. Because nobody gives a fuck about your job title. The life you want is built on boring daily non-negotiables. And this is the part that nobody wants to hear. And every private client who comes to me doesn't want to hear it, but they eventually learn to love it. Because transformation is not a grand gesture. It's not a holiday in Bali or a motivational seminar. It's not some magical dopamine spike. And it's definitely not a new year, new me. It's not a mood, and it's not a temporary emotion. Transformation is repetition, consistency, identity, health, discipline, self-love through the actions that you perform every single day, and becoming a man that you can trust. And your life changes when your days change, and your days change when your non-negotiables change, and your non-negotiables change when your identity changes. And this is why I tell every single man, stop chasing motivation and start building systems, daily systems, because your daily systems will beat willpower, they'll beat fluctuation, they'll beat your moods, and they'll beat emotional stability. And your systems build wealth, health, and mastery. So if you want to feel alive again and stop that internal war, and if you want to become truly unfuckwithable, then build systems that a strong man would run within his life. And if you run them for long enough, you start to live and feel like a strong man in every area of your life. Not just in your job title or your income. So if this hit home, get your copy of the Become Unfuckwithable blueprint for free. The link's in the description. And this is the exact system I use with my private clients to rebuild their identity, their daily rituals, the physical and mental mastery that makes your life feel powerful again. And if you want to go deeper, book a power hour breakthrough call with me, and we'll go through your exact patterns, your self-sabotage loop, your identity, your goals, your habits, and we'll build you a step-by-step plan that fits your life and helps you move forward day after day after day. No gimmicks, no soft therapy jargon or pat you on your back and tell you it's all going to be okay. It's just truth, systems, and daily alignment. So this is my final message before I leave you. You don't need more success and more things to do. You need to build up your self-respect, because you don't need more motivation. You need some or more alignment. You do not need more achievements and more plates to spin. You need a stronger self-identity and a level of self-worth. And the moment you choose physical and mental mastery, your life will stop feeling like a fight. and start feeling like a mission that's worth getting out of bed for in the morning. Because you're one decision away from becoming truly unfuckwithable. So comment on this video blueprint or click the link in the description of the video and get your copy of the Become Unfuckwithable blueprint. Your future self is waiting and watching, so the next move is on you.